My desk is front and center, right next to the desk of Nina Petrovna, our classroom teacher. She always seats the best pupils up front. Vovka Sabakin used to sit in my place, but now he's in the back, in Kolyma, with all the bad ones. We call the back row Kolyma because Kolyma is a faraway region in our country where Stalin sends those who don't deserve to live and work among the honest people. Vovka used to be our model student. First to finish tests, never a grade below an A, helping those lagging behind. Vovka had exceptional penmanship and was also a talented artist. When he won the art competition, our principal hung Vovka's drawing, Comrade Stalin at the Helm, in the main hall. But one day, Vovka snapped. Nobody knows what happened, but he dropped to the bottom of the class academically and started getting reported for bad behavior. Vovka's drawing disappeared from the main hall. "I have an important announcement, children," says Nina Petrovna. "The communist hero, the eagle eyes of our beloved state security, and the father of your classmate, our dear comrade Zaitchik, will be attending the Pioneers' Rally today and will personally tie the scarves on all of our new pioneers. Isn't it wonderful?" I feel everybody's eyes on me, so I sit up the way Nina Petrovna always tells us to. Arms folded, back straight, looking up at her. I hope I don't look nervous. The rally is at noon, during the main recess. Will my dad be on time? I don't know. Did someone already tell Stalin? I'm sure someone did. Our state security is well organized. By now, Stalin must have sent his order. Free Zaitchik immediately. It's such a simple thing, and Stalin is a brilliant genius of humanity. They always say it on the radio. "You'll be joining today, Zaitchik," says Nina Petrovna, smiling her nicest smile at me. "Would you be so kind as to recite for us the laws of the young Soviet pioneers? Children, listen carefully and repeat after Zaitchik." I stand up. I say, loud and clear, "The young pioneer is devoted to Comrade Stalin, the Communist Party, and communism." Just as everyone starts repeating, Nina Petrovna raises her hand for all to stop and says in a stern voice, "Sabakin, what are you doing? Do not repeat after Zaitchik. You know perfectly well you're not to be accepted." Vovka shrugs. Nina Petrovna smiles at me. "Continue, Zaitchik." "A young pioneer is a reliable comrade and always acts according to conscience." "Up, Sabakin," calls Nina Petrovna. "How dare you repeat the sacred laws after Zaitchik? Into the corner, criminal." That's the way our Nina Petrovna is. She's nice and fair, but when necessary, she's firm. In my opinion, she's the best teacher in our school. Vovka slides off his chair and hobbles to the wall, making crazy faces. Everyone laughs. "Face the wall, Sabakin," says Nina Petrovna. She turns to me and smiles again, but I see she's angry. Her face is all purple. "I'm sorry, Zaitchik. I promise there'll be no more interruptions. Please continue." She's keeping her eye on Vovka, ready to correct him, but Vovka's quiet, so I keep going. I've had these laws down since I was 6. When I get to "a young pioneer has a right to criticize shortcomings," the door opens and Four Eyes shuffles in. I should have had more self-control and stopped myself before I threw the snowball at him. Four Eyes' glasses are gone, and he holds a bloodied kerchief to his cheek. Everyone laughs. "What a pleasant surprise, Finkelstein," says Nina Petrovna. "A stellar example of another individual who will not be permitted to join the pioneers." Then she glares at Vovka and says, "Sabakin's work, no doubt." "I didn't do it." "Don't expect me to believe you," snaps Nina Petrovna. "Finkelstein, what happened to you?" Four Eyes squints at her, and his body starts swaying a little. "Stop rocking back and forth, Finkelstein. You're not in a synagogue." Everyone laughs. "Speak, Finkelstein." He doesn't. "Pay attention, children. We are learning a valuable lesson. In our country, even the children of enemies are allowed a choice: cooperate or face the consequences." She looks at us significantly. Finkelstein refuses to cooperate with authority, which is me, the teacher. In capitalist countries, the teacher would decide whether to admit Finkelstein back into the classroom or send him to the principal to receive his punishment. But remember, children, the Soviet classroom is the most democratic in the world. You will decide his fate. You will vote. Those in favor of sending Finkelstein to the principal, raise your hands. All hands pop up. Nina Petrovna turns to me, and I see that she's surprised. Are you undecided, Zaitchik, or against? He did it. He broke his glasses, says Vovka into the wall. Not another word out of you, Sobakin, or you will be on your way to the principal as well. Our Zaitchik is an example of dedication. He is the son of a hero, nothing like you. She walks up to me, puts her hands on my shoulders, and looks me straight in the eye. I have submitted a request to select you as a banner bearer at today's Pioneers Rally, Zaitchik. Imagine how proud your father will be, seeing you carrying our red banner into the main hall. Then she makes a sad face and sighs. Of course, I may have to withdraw my request. We don't allow those who vote against the majority to handle the sacred banner. You're a smart boy, Zaitchik. You understand. Hands still raised, everyone stares at me. What will it be, Sasha? She says quietly. For or against? I raise my hand. The storage room is in the basement. I knock on the door, but it doesn't open, so I knock again. Matvey, the janitor, is half deaf, and I bet he's sleeping now. Some people are just ignorant. They slow down our march toward communism. I knock louder. I'll knock for as long as it takes. Nina Petrovna sent me here to get the banner, so I'm not leaving without it. Finally, Matvey opens the door a crack and looks out at me suspiciously. He never allows anybody into the storage room. I wonder what he is hiding in there. I hand him the teacher's request, and he stares at it, moving his lips. Who signed this? He says. Nina Petrovna. Doesn't look it. Where's the stamp? What stamp? The chief's stamp. What else? Anybody can just show up here. The rules say no stamp, no drums, no bugles, and no banner. This is serious business. It's state property we're talking about. I'm changing my mind about Matvey. He's not all bad. He's vigilant. I take the request back from him and fly upstairs to the principal's office. I have to hurry. Nina Petrovna has already started practicing for the rally. The carrying of the banner is the most important part. Outside the principal's office sits Four Eyes, still waiting. The worst thing is, he smiles at me. Sorry about your glasses, I say. He shrugs. Why does Vovka call you Americanettes? I shouldn't tell him. My mom was American. Don't tell anyone. He squints at me. And she was arrested and shot? What do you mean? Of course not. She came from America to help us build communism. He nods. They think all foreigners are spies. She wasn't a spy. She was a real communist. My mom and dad are real communists too, Four Eyes says. They are in Lubyanka prison now, enemies of the people. I look away. Lubyanka prison is on the bottom floor of the state security building. My dad's office sits above it. My aunt took me there last week, says Four Eyes. We stood in line for 2 days, but when we got to the door, they wouldn't let us see them. No visitation rights, they said. My aunt tells me they always say this when the prisoners have been shot already, but I know she's lying. They're alive, and I'm going to see them. He leans in, grabs my arm, and whispers fast. You can get inside. Your dad works there. All I need is somebody to distract the guards. What do you say, Zaitchik? I'd do it for you if your dad was locked up. I pull my arm away so fast he tumbles to the floor. When I try to help him, he pushes me away. He gets up on the bench, leans back, and squints at me, smiling. It's all right. I'll get in by myself. Four Eyes is crazy. Matvey squeezes the banner through the crack in the door and says, Keep it wrapped. I didn't know the banner would be this heavy, but the weight makes it even more important. I heave it onto my shoulder, climb 2 sets of stairs, and enter the main hall. The hall is deserted now. Everyone's in class. I know I shouldn't, but I untie the cord and turn the pole until the heavy cloth, decked in gold fringe, unfurls. The banner is beautiful. Comrade Stalin's profile, embroidered in gold thread against the color of bloodshed for the cause of the Communist Party, shines under the curved pioneer's motto, always ready.